Video Diary 2. I'm about to go into Cardiff University's Computer Science building to test out the 4D camera.
We're going is Tim back this week?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to Tim. Alright, I email him. We got two pods, which are essentially 2 hours of the same thing. And they have two cameras, the top and the bottom one, which get the geometry, the mesh geometry, and the middle one does the texture. And they take two sides of the face. It grabs 40 frames per second, so fast. So it's live capture, but we can't show you any video this morning, or real video, because it takes 45 seconds per frame to process. So we can show you exactly in one. The way it works is we have to put some infrared speckle into the scene, and these have got infrared filters on it, so that if you see the bottom there, you can see there's a speckle on the top two there. And it's a random pattern, so the way he does the stereo is just search for the same occurrence of the random pattern in 2 frames, and then if he gets a good match, because the texture camera is already been calibrated as well, you can just lay the texture on top. If it works, it's quite easy to use. What you then get out of it, which is not great from an animation point of view, is every mesh is completely independent. The topology is completely independent, okay? So you haven't got like with a CG head or CG model where you can just easily tweak the mesh around. So we spent quite a long time putting, when we had the there's no software which comes with it to do it. So we spent quite a lot of time, and it's the same for anybody else who's got similar technology, is that we have to write our own software just to put all of it together, so we can actually get it into the state where we just have to basically register the heads, align the heads, and then find out where the things align, and then we can produce some sort of model which can be used. Clearly every frame's got a different texture. Okay, you can get out now. You can see working if you want it. Or not working, as the case may be. So now it's doing this search for the. So green is good.
Yeah.
So it's doing a search for the making the mesh.
Search for correspondences.
Correspondences,
frames between the two cameras.
So you can see that's one side of the face. That's the other side of the face. The two pods.
So the green is good match, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how do they get all these green lines in? What are they matching to?
Curtain.
Although it's
No, but it's not a correspondence on the other.
It doesn't show up on. If you move the curtain, they're still there. So I'm not sure if it's like artifacts in the actual images or something. But they always. They don't ever show up in the actual model.
3 good matches, you'd have to have green lines in both top and bottom frames, wouldn't you? You can't just have them in one of the frames.
No, it's those two frames. But you're right. Yeah, you're right.
No, the stereo's on the left here, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a bug in their software. Maybe it should be red. They used to be red. We don't see any red anymore, do we?
It would make more sense.
Not many.
So there you go.
It's me.
So you can see the typical sort of artifacts we get here missing.
Yeah.
A few holes.
What we're
Too bad.
hoping to do with it is one of the characters is a hologram. Since she's in it for a couple of scenes, so what we want to try and do is hopefully use this to capture that character's facial movements, and then we can distort it and play with it.